All right, today we're going to dive into a platform called BlackShield. It calls itself a security operations control plane. So, what does that actually mean for a security team on the ground? Let's break it down. First off, here's a question that probably hits a little too close to home for a lot of you. You've got all these amazing, best-in-class security tools, but does it ever feel like you're just drowning in alerts? That you're getting more noise than signal? And that's the core problem, isn't it? Your security data is everywhere, spread across dozens of different dashboards. It leads to serious alert fatigue, you get this fragmented picture of what's going on, and it becomes almost impossible to figure out what you need to fix right now. So this is exactly where a tool like BlackShield comes into the picture. The whole idea is to give you that single pane of glass, what they call the security operations control plane, to bring some serious order to all that chaos. Okay, so what is a control plane in this context? Think of it like this. It's one single platform that's designed to pull in and unify all those different security signals, from your code, your cloud, your containers, your hosts, the whole shebang, and mash them all together into one single coherent view. That all sounds great in theory, right? But how does it actually do that? How do you go from this mountain of raw data to making clear, confident decisions? Well, the whole logic of the platform really boils down to this simple three-step process. First, you unify all your security signals. Then, you intelligently prioritize what's actually a risk. And finally, you accelerate the action to get it fixed. So let's start with step 1, unifying signals. This is all about getting your data into one place. And this is key, without forcing you to rip out and replace all the tools you already know and trust. And this is a really big deal. BlackShield integrates with the popular open-source scanners your teams are probably already using today. We're talking SemGrep for code, Trivy for containers, Prowler for cloud, Wazoo for hosts. You get the idea. The point is, you bring your own scanners, and BlackShield acts as the central nervous system for all of them. Okay, so once all that data is flowing into one place, we get to the most critical step, prioritizing risk. This is where we move beyond just looking at a simple critical or high severity label. And this slide just illustrates the difference perfectly. The old way, over on the left, treats every single critical vulnerability as if it's the same fire to put out. But the context-aware approach on the right is so much smarter. It asks the important questions. Is this thing actually being exploited in the wild, like on the CISA-KV list? Is this asset running in production, or is it just sitting in a dev sandbox? Answering those questions turns a noisy, unmanageable queue into a focused, actually actionable priority list. And that laser focus on what's important leads us right into the final step, accelerating action. Because once you know what matters, the next question is, how do you get it fixed and fast? The platform gives you the tools to actually close the loop. You can attach things like runbooks or ticketing info right to a finding. You can set up automation policies for your approval workflows. You can even set up guardrails to automatically block a risky deployment right in the CI/CD pipeline. And of course, the entire lifecycle is tracked with a full audit trail. So, what's the payoff for doing all of this? Well, it really boils down to getting true visibility for everyone involved, from the hands-on engineer all the way up to the C-suite. For the operational teams, the people in the trenches, the benefit is crystal clear, and you can measure it. A focused priority list and smoother workflows mean one thing. Your mean time to remediate goes way, way down. You're not just busy, you're fixing what matters faster. And for your leadership and compliance folks, the platform translates all those nitty-gritty technical findings into a super simple, high-level view of your security posture against frameworks like CIS or NIST. You can see at a glance where you're passing and, more importantly, where you're failing. This quote just sums it all up perfectly, doesn't it? It's all about creating that one single, coherent view that actually works at every single level of the organization. Now, you might be thinking something this powerful must be a nightmare to set up, right? Well, the emphasis here is on making it a fast, self-service rollout. Seriously, getting started is designed to be a simple three-step dance. You create an API key, you add the scanner to your CI/CD pipeline with just a little snippet of code, and boom, you start seeing findings pop up in your dashboard. It's built to be developer-friendly from the ground up.
And just look at these numbers. They show you just how fast we're talking. Deployment times are measured in minutes, not days or weeks. 2 minutes to get your pipeline scanning going. 5 minutes for cloud scanning. The point is, the time to value here is incredibly short.
So we'll just end with this thought. After seeing how a control plane can pull everything together, prioritize the real risk, and help you fix it faster, the question isn't just about what the platform does. It's about what it unlocks for your team. What could you achieve with one single source of truth for your entire security world?